Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Peachy English Podcast. I'm John, your host, and I'm very happy you're here today. This podcast is designed to help you improve your English speaking skills using a very effective technique called shadowing. Shadowing means that you listen carefully and repeat what you hear as soon as possible. You focus on pronunciation, rhythm, and natural sentence flow. You don't need to stop the audio. You don't need to translate in your head. You simply listen and speak. This technique helps your brain think in English. It also helps you sound more natural and confident. Today's topic is something we all experience almost every day. Our topic today is cooking. I will speak slowly and clearly. After every sentence, there will be a pause. During the pause, repeat the sentence out loud. Let's begin. Cooking is more than just preparing food. Cooking is part of daily life. Cooking can be relaxing for many people. Some people cook because they enjoy it. Other people cook because they need to eat. Cooking at home is often healthier than eating outside. Cooking also helps you save money. When we cook, we use many actions. These actions are called verbs. Now let's practice 10 common cooking verbs. The first verb is chop. Chop means to cut food into small pieces. I chop onions for the soup. She chops carrots for dinner. The second verb is slice. Slice means to cut food into thin pieces. I slice bread in the morning. He slices tomatoes for a sandwich. The third verb is boil. Boil means to cook food in hot water. I boil pasta for lunch. She boils potatoes for dinner. The fourth verb is fry. Fry means to cook food in hot oil. I fry eggs in a pan. He fries fish for his family. The fifth verb is bake. Bake means to cook food in an oven. I bake a cake on weekends. She bakes cookies for her children. The sixth verb is grill. Grill means to cook food over direct heat. I grill vegetables in summer. He grills chicken in the garden. The seventh verb is mix. Mix means to combine ingredients together. I mix flour and sugar in a bowl. She mixes the sauce carefully. The eighth verb is stir. Stir means to move food around with a spoon. I stir the soup slowly. He stirs the rice to prevent burning. The ninth verb is season. Season means to add salt, pepper, or spices. I season the food lightly. She seasons the meat well. The 10th verb is serve. Serve means to give food to people. I serve dinner at 7. He serves food to his guests. Now, we begin the main shadowing practice. I usually cook dinner after work. I start cooking around 6 o'clock. First, I wash my hands. Then, I prepare the ingredients. I take vegetables out of the fridge. I wash the vegetables carefully. I chop onions on a cutting board. I try not to cut my fingers. I heat the pan on the stove. I add a little oil to the pan. I wait until the oil is hot. Then, I add the onions. I fry the onions until they are soft. I stir the onions slowly. I add vegetables to the pan. The kitchen starts to smell good. I enjoy the smell of cooking food. I season the vegetables with salt. I add pepper for more flavor. Sometimes I add garlic. Sometimes I add spices. I taste the food carefully. If it tastes bland, I add more seasoning. I cook the food for a few more minutes. Cooking requires patience. I try not to rush. Good food takes time. When the food is ready, I turn off the stove. I prepare the plates. I serve the food neatly. I sit down and enjoy my meal. Cooking makes me feel relaxed. Cooking helps me forget stress. I like cooking for other people. Cooking for others feels rewarding. Sometimes cooking is difficult. Sometimes I make mistakes. Even mistakes help me learn. Every time I cook, I improve. Cooking is a useful life skill. Anyone can learn how to cook. Practice makes cooking easier. Practice also makes English better. You are doing a great job today. Keep repeating the sentences. Your pronunciation is improving. Your confidence is growing. Now let's have a longer shadowing practice. This time I will not wait for you to repeat, so try to read the sentences at the same time as me. I usually cook dinner after work. Cooking is part of my daily life, and it helps me relax after a long day. Some people cook because they enjoy it, and other people cook because they need to eat. For me, cooking is both enjoyable and necessary. Every evening I start cooking around 6 o'clock. First, I wash my hands carefully. Then, I prepare the ingredients on the kitchen counter. I take vegetables out of the fridge and place them in a bowl. I wash the vegetables carefully because fresh food always tastes better. Next, I chop the onions on a cutting board. I try not to cut my fingers while I chop the onions. I slice carrots into thin pieces and put them next to the onions. Sometimes I slice tomatoes for a salad, and sometimes I save them for cooking. After that, I heat the pan on the stove. I add a little oil to the pan and wait until the oil is hot. Then, I add the onions to the pan. I fry the onions until they are soft and golden. I stir the onions slowly to avoid burning them. When the onions are ready, I add vegetables to the pan. I stir the vegetables carefully and slowly. The kitchen starts to smell good, and I enjoy the smell of cooking food. Cooking at home always makes the house feel warm and comfortable. Next, I season the vegetables with salt and pepper. Sometimes I add garlic for more flavor. Sometimes I add spices because I like strong tastes. I taste the food carefully to check the flavor. If the food tastes bland, I season it again. While the food is cooking, I boil pasta in a pot of hot water. I boil the pasta for 10 minutes and stir it once or twice. Cooking requires patience, so I try not to rush. Good food takes time, and I remind myself of that. When the pasta is ready, I turn off the stove. I mix the pasta with the vegetables in a large pan. I stir everything together slowly so the flavors combine well. Mixing ingredients together is one of my favorite parts of cooking. Sometimes on weekends I bake a cake or bake bread. I bake a cake on Sundays when I have more time. The smell of baking fills the kitchen and it makes me feel relaxed. Other times I grill vegetables or grill chicken in summer. Grilling outside feels fun and social. When the meal is ready, I prepare the plates. I serve dinner at 7 o'clock. I serve food neatly because presentation matters to me. I like cooking for other people because it feels rewarding. Cooking for others makes me feel proud. After dinner, I sit down and enjoy my meal. I think about the steps I followed while cooking. Sometimes cooking is difficult, and sometimes I make mistakes. But even mistakes help me learn. Every time I cook, I improve a little. Cooking is a useful life skill that anyone can learn. Practice makes cooking easier, just like practice makes English better. At the end of the day, I clean the kitchen and wash the dishes. I feel tired, but I also feel satisfied. Cooking helps me forget stress and enjoy the present moment. For me, cooking is more than just making food. Cooking is creativity, patience, and care. And tomorrow after work, I will cook again. Thank you for practicing with me today. This was the Peachy English Podcast. I'm John, your host. I'll see you in the next episode. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and stay peachy.